Hello and welcome back to Dual Sport YT. Got a few little things we want to update you on the status of the bike and what we're doing to it and what we're going to be doing on the channel. We had originally planned to have another bike besides this one, and we were going to kind of take them both, see what upgrades needed to happen to them to get them to where we like to ride them. But that first bike kind of fell through, that deal kind of fell through, so we're actively looking for a different bike now, and now we've been able to open up our eyes to different possibilities, so we may have something even cooler right around the bend here in a week or two. So back to the 300 CRF Rally. Fantastic bike. Had this bike about a month. It now has about 450 miles on it. The first 300 miles, I'm not going to lie to you, was kind of painstaking because you had to be really easy with it, trying to get that break-in period. But now that it's through the break-in period and we can actually ride it, really like this bike. So today, we're going to take you out. We had planned to take you out to a different motorsports park. That didn't work out because we have a huge storm moving in and it's extremely windy. But we're going to let you see some of this, some video out on the trails. And we're going to talk about what we're doing to this bike. As of today, we have ordered a full exhaust system from Yoshimura. We have spent quite a bit of time on the phone with the guys from 550 Performance. Great people. We had originally planned to get everything that Ari does to the bike and have it all done at one time. But the more I talked to him, the more it made sense to me. We're going to start this bike with a stage 1. We're going to swap the ECU. We're going to put the airbox cover lid on. We're going to put the bigger pipe in the airbox. They have a new version now where you don't have to cut the box. And we're going to put that Yoshimura on here. The next things we have ordered is we have Renthal fat bars on the way. We have ordered a Chirby's handguards and some pillow tops. And we've ordered a set of risers to get these bars up a little bit. So that's going to be all of our first segment on this bike. And that's going to be the upgrades we're going to be looking at. And what I'm going to do right now is we're just going to cut you out to the trail. I'm sorry for all of the wind, but maybe you'll get a chance to kind of hear some of the things we're talking about as we're riding the bike and some of the things we found. So the 2025 CRF 300L Rally doesn't need a ton of upgrades. We're going to be looking at a lot of different things you can do to this bike, and we're going to be doing quite a few of those ourselves. We have ordered a new exhaust system. We have ordered new bars, new handguards, and an ECU upgrade, along with other stuff. But do you need to do that if you're just an everyday rider? Now, as a 6-foot, 200-pound rider, this suspension does leave a lot to be desired. It is very soft. For trails like this, it's not so bad. But if you're getting anything heavier than this suspension is going to bounce a lot. Now the ECU flash we're getting from 550 Performance, we feel like that's going to not only boost the power of this bike, but change where and when that power is delivered. The stock power on this bike is not bad. It just doesn't really get into lot of pull until you get higher in the I believe after riding this bike for about a month, the single biggest upgrade you could do to this bike if you ride off the road a lot is better tires. These tires don't grip off the road. They just don't grip at all. And I believe with better tires on it, it's going to change a lot on how this bike rides. Now, there's a ton of things most people would say you need to do to this bike, and we're going to do most of them. But I think just changing the tires and getting more, maybe a Dunlop, or maybe even trying the Tusk D Sports, something that's got some meat on the rear end and that actually bites, I believe will really change this bike. We're going to put risers on here. We're going to move the bars up a little bit. We've changed out to fat bars. Those are on the way. And we went back with the Turbies hand grips, the hand guards. And we've got, I believe, pillow tops coming for the actual hand grip. We had originally planned to have a second bike on this channel, and that bike we ended up not getting for simple reasons, but we are in the process of getting a second bike so we can have something head-to-head to kind of combat these two against each other. And now that we're not tied to that other bike, we get a chance to actually look at a lot of different versions of stuff. And so we may be getting something completely different that we hadn't discussed on this channel yet. I'm very happy with this bike. Even in its stock form, I think Honda did a really good job. I'm probably a little heavier than who they designed this bike for at 200 pounds. I think somebody at about 140, 150, this would fit them a lot better. And I think the suspension would work a lot better if you got rid of some of that weight. Okay, we're back in the garage. So, man, if you can and you're out there, really appreciate it if you'd hit that like button, hit that subscribe. We have so much content coming for you guys. It's been slow here at the very start because of just the way things have played out. We're about to get a second bike in here, and we're looking at a lot of different bikes, and I'm not 100% sure which way we're going to go yet, but I think you guys are going to like it. And we're going to be doing upgrades to it also. And as this content evolves, we're going to be changing where we're riding, and a lot of the stuff that you're going to get to see, we're going to be in a lot of different motorsports places, and you're going to get to see a lot of really cool content. I didn't mention at the first, the upgrades that we're doing to the bike that I did mention, we are doing those. This is almost at its first oil change. At its first oil change, we are going to be swapping these tires, and I have spent hours and hours, like all of you guys, researching what tires to buy, and everybody says you just need to go get the Dunlop and the Michelin, that combo, which is probably the most popular out there, and I understand that, and we probably will end up with that combo, but we thought at first, since we're doing a 1.0, we're going to go get the D Sport from Tusk. We're going to get that set, and that's going to be our first set. And nothing against these IRCs, but I promise you, just about any brand that is more off-road focused is going to be better than these tires. There'll be a huge upgrade to this bike. All right, guys, listen, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. We would really appreciate it. We have so much more content coming from you, and it's just starting. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next video at Dual Sport YT.